kind of good too.
It looks like she's like trying to get that D.
Maybe, yeah. They're getting the D down later.
They're yeah. Hi BookTube, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Rebecca.
And today, it's January, and we're talking about our TBRs. Just our January TBRs, not like our forever TBRs.
Our forever TBR. This would be a much bigger pile.
Oh, mine would be like a couple more books.
A couple more books for your forever TBR.
January starts our new 2018 goals. So I'm starting to like tweak some of my TBRs with that in mind. So anyway, why don't you start with something you're reading?
The first book I am reading in January is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I'm reading this with my friend Deb. We went to high school together, and eventually she moved to New York and I moved to LA. We didn't talk for a while, and now we read books together sometimes and talk about them on Skype. Yeah, I haven't like seen her in person in like 8 years, but we like get together.
That's really fun though.
Yeah. So this is a book about alternate dimensions. The protagonist, her father is murdered, and the murderer slips into another dimension, and she's chasing him through dimensions, it seems like, to get revenge. I feel like it's going to be like the, you know, revenge doesn't really make you feel better kind of books kind of thing. One
so
of those,
unsatisfying.
Like, yeah. We'll see. It's also possible that this guy didn't actually commit the murder or something. I don't know.
Let's talk about this together. This is one that pretty much everyone read in 2017, so I think we're both behind the times.
Yeah.
But this was a favorite from everyone. I don't even know if we need to talk about this much.
The hate you give? Probably not.
I think everyone's talked about this.
We know.
If you're watching this, you've probably already read this.
Or at least heard of it.
If you haven't, look at any other BookTube video ever, and they'll tell you to read this book.
Yeah. The next book I want to read is Dark Triumph by Robin LaFevers. We had this problem with her name before. LaFevers.
It's probably just
LaFevers. This is the sequel to Grave Mercy, which I read for Tome Topple a few months back. This is one of those book series where the sequel takes place from a different point of view, and this is actually one that I'm more excited about and not disappointed about. Because the main
I have a hard time with this.
I know, I normally don't.
Sometimes I'm excited, sometimes I'm just like, just write a new book.
Yeah. Yeah, but in this case, like, this character was supremely fascinating and wasn't in the book nearly enough, and the protagonist in Grave Mercy was fine, and her love interest was fine, but, like, I feel like if there was a sequel to it, I wouldn't have picked it up immediately. But I saw that this was about Sabella, and I was like, fucking give me that shit right now. Like, I want to know about her. This next book is really random. I don't know, it's just one that I own, and it's Al Capone Does My Shirts, which I found at a thrift store. And it's like all written on and shit.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can just like all of this writing here.
PUTT.
I don't know what people wrote.
QUANPADUNG. It just is the same. That's actually kind of creepy.
It's weird,
right?
It
says the same thing over again, which is PUTT QUANPADUNG. Google it right now.
Wow. PUTT QUANPADUNG is a Facebook.
So it's a person?
They're in Massachusetts, which makes sense. I live really close to Massachusetts.
Maybe they just wrote their name all over it?
Oh, they have a Twitter. 1 following, 1 follower, 1 tweet. It says, cool, you met her? But that's not a reply to anything. That's just the only tweet. What? This is so weird!
This is PUTT's copy.
This is PUTT QUANPADUNG's copy. I'm probably saying that so wrong, and I apologize.
QUANPADUNG?
QUANPADUNG. So, this is about a kid named Moose who lives on Alcatraz in the 30s. And that's really all I know about it, and it's short.
So, Alcatraz, especially in the 30s, was it just like a prison? Was there, like, any other stuff on that island?
I don't know. He might live there because I don't know why he would live there, right?
That's what I'm thinking, like...
There are other kids.
That's weird. Maybe there's, like, homeless kids who just...
And there's a school?
Okay, so there's a school on Alcatraz?
We'll find out.
I'll talk about some things that are on my list, but I don't have physical copies of. The first one would be The Bear and the Nightingale.
Oh, I really want to read that!
I really want to read it. And it was like fairy tale, Russian fairy tale, and I kind of love Russian fairy tales. I think that's really cool, and I'm fascinated by them. So And it just sounded kind of cozy and snowy, and it sounded like a good winter read, and January will still be winter, so. The next one that I want to try and read is called Eidolon, and it's the sequel to the Wraith King series by Grace Draven. And we buddy read the first book.
Radiance.
So
delightful.
Oh, it was great. I love Grace Draven.
Great book. Yeah.
Grace Draven is among my very favorite romance authors.
I like the way she writes relationships.
So good.
They're built more on a friendship, which I like.
Yeah.
I loved that. I loved how in Radiance, because it's about two people who are in an arranged marriage, which they're not, they don't detest that, they like accept it. I was expecting them to like hate each other and be warring against each other, but they like meet and they make each other laugh, and they're like, well, oh, you're fun, and they just like,
this was fine, we'll work with it, and then they kind of build a fun, loving friendship from there.
And then they fall in love. Yeah. And it's great.
A lot of her romance characters in several of her books, the women are not always virgins.
Yes.
And, it's refreshing. Eidolon of the Wraith King series. You'll read it too. So
yeah, I'm going to read that too.
Because you've read the first one, and we both enjoyed her stuff.
And it was a very quick read too.
Yeah, her stuff is not like hard to read at all.
Yeah,
It's breezy, easy breezy, beautiful.
Easy.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Grace Draven.
I might read this book. This is the last one I picked, and it's The Girl in 6C by A.R. Torre. It is about a girl who locks herself in her apartment because she thinks she's going to murder someone.
Oh.
Right? I don't really know. I think what happens is, like, she's like a webcam girl. She's like a cam girl, and that's how she makes money. And she makes really good money. And I think, like, someone pisses her off, and she decides she is going to leave her apartment so she can go kill him. I'm not positive. All I know is that this girl has to lock herself up because she's afraid she's going to murder someone, and I kind of get it. I'm like close. So
don't start a webcam business because maybe you'll be.
I'm not nearly as hot as the girl in 6C. I don't think. I'm sure I could think of some weird shit to do on a webcam.
I'm just gonna say, like, I think you'd be more successful at a webcam business than you would be at murdering someone.
I definitely would be. Where I think I would make money is like playing video games with my titties out.
Just topless video.
Not topless. No. On Twitch still, but like, you know, those push up.
Yeah.
Get the girls out. You know.
Put a corset on.
Yeah.
And then just play some video games. Oh, that's sad but true.
Sad but true.
We should do that. T-hags, play video games, and we could just sit next to each other.
We are thinking about gaming together and streaming.
No boobs required,
no.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah.
We both play video games, and we're thinking about doing a stream.
But I wanted it to be League, and I can't do that until I fix my computer.
I'm so sorry.
It'll happen, eventually.
The last one I'm going to read is this, which you gave me for Christmas, and it's called The Secret Loves of Geek Girls. Like a partial comic book, partial prose, partial, this would be like an illustrated story. That's our January. What does your January look like?
Yeah, what are you reading this month?
And do you want to see us play video games? No boobs involved, just FYI.
Sorry, I mean they'll be there.
We can't. They don't ever go away. Let's just be real.
Sadly.
Tune in for that next time, BookTube.